How do we stop the communists? What do we do about that? How do we stop the communists? Well, there's an old saying in war. Famous Marine said it. Credit to him, Semper Fi, brothers. But there's a famous saying in war that amateurs study tactics, professionals study logistics. Kind of a weird saying. What's he even talking about? What's he mean? Well, obviously, in war, we all like to focus on the sexy things. Right? Back in the day, that would be swords and spears and things like that. Battle tactics. I'm going to move around his right flank. Today, it's bombs and bullets. What if we do a combined arms? All that. It's very easy to focus on those things. But the truth is, which army has the most supplies? Who has the most food? Who has the most fuel and the means to resupply themselves with food and fuel? Let's talk about communism here in America. What's their fuel? What if we could cut their fuel off? Would we do that? Should we do that? Well, there are two things that power the communists here in America. And not here in America, everywhere. This has been the case everywhere communism has taken hold. But the communist thrives on two things. Lies, his lies, the lies he tells, and your apathy. The apathy of Normy Norma. Now, those two things obviously work hand in hand, but he lies. Why does he lie? Well, the communist, he's not naive. He's many things, but naive he is not. He understands that he looks at you, and what does he want? Well, he wants to destroy everything you love. He knows that. And he knows that you don't want that. He looks at you, and what does he want? He wants to censor your speech. No more free speech for you. In fact, you'll be arrested. Go ahead and question that vaccine. We'll send you to a concentration camp. He wants to take away your Second Amendment, your ability to defend yourself, so he can hurt you whenever he wants. He wants your church destroyed. He wants your taxes high. He wants your border open. He wants your country flooded with illegal immigrants. He wants to destroy your food supply and, in fact, your economy as a whole. He knows he wants those things. He also knows that's not exactly an appealing campaign message. Nobody's going to get up there and say, I intend to take away everything you love. So what does he do? He lies. He lies without end. Lies are as common to the communist as breathing, or as natural to him as breathing. And he's very honest about his lying. It's kind of an odd way to put it, but it's fascinating when you watch it throughout history. It really, really is. You can find it, if you're looking at older communism, you can find it in letters and memos they write to each other. Hey, we can't let them know what we're doing. Hey, keep this part quiet. Hey, we're going to have to change the name of this organization because they're catching on. They always know they have to be subversive. They have to be dishonest. Today, I could show you how many videos of teachers, school administrators, FDA officials. How many communists could I bring you a video of that we've already brought you of saying things like, well, we can't let the parents know what we're doing. Well, we kind of have to keep that hidden. Well, we can't let people know. He knows. He knows what he wants is horrible. He knows you don't want it. So he lies. When you have a bad economy and you're president of the United States, if that was you, you know what would happen if you were president of the United States and the economy was going bad? People can't afford eggs, they can't afford rent, they can't afford fuel, and no one can get a mortgage. You would be sitting around and you would be stressed about it. It would bother you. People were hurting. You would want solutions to fix it. Okay, guys, hey, this is bad. What do we do? It's $6 for a pound of burger. What do we do? You would be sitting around, hey, assemble the team. How do we fix it? The communist doesn't think like that. For the communist, it's lies.
Folks, Bidenomics is just another way of saying the American dream. 40 years ago, trickle-down economics limited the dream to those at the top. But I believe every American willing to work hard should be able to get a job, no matter where they live, in the heartland, in small towns, to raise their kids on a good paycheck and keep their roots where they grew up.
He doesn't believe that at all. Every single part of their agenda is designed to destroy that job. And yeah, he sounds like bread and butter American there. Have you noticed a real pro-nuclear family message from the Democrats today? He doesn't believe that either. But he can't get up there as president and campaign on that. So he lies. And that brings us to apathy. Let me ask you something. how many of your Republican friends, I'm not talking about your Democrat friends, forget about them, they're hopeless. Your Republican friends, relatives, your brother, maybe husband, wife, mother, someone you work with, Republican friends, how many of them are aware that the President of the United States of America is very likely compromised by the Chinese Communist Party?
$40,000 in laundered China money landed in Joe Biden's bank account in the form of a personal check. And the Oversight Committee has it. First, Northern International Capital, a Chinese company associated with CEFC, wired $5 million to Hudson West 3, a joint venture established by Hunter Biden and a CEFC associate. Then Hudson West 3 sent $400,000 to an entity owned and controlled by Hunter Biden. Next, Hunter Biden wired $150,000 to Lion Hall Group, a company owned by James and Sarah Biden. Sarah Biden then withdrew $50,000 in cash from Lion Hall Group. Later the same day, she deposited it into her and James Biden's personal checking account. A few days later, Sarah Biden cut a check to Joe Biden for $40,000. The memo line of the check said loan repayment.
Now, that, credit to James Comer, that was 20 seconds? 30 seconds? Does your Normy neighbor, does he watch that? Is he watching I'm Right right now? Have you showed that to him? Has he fully digested what it means that the President of the United States of America very likely cannot possibly make critical national security decisions for this country because the Communist Party of China probably has incriminating information on him and they can veto any one of those decisions? Has your Normy neighbor Norm accepted that? Has he ever even heard it? Does he look at you like you have tinfoil on your head when you bring it up? Again, the apathy out there. And it's important to understand, the communist is not apathetic. The communist is laser focused, as he always is, on his true enemy, you. The communist never, ever, ever gets distracted. The right gets distracted all the time. We love doing this. We'll focus on them for a while, but then, oh, wait, Hamas, and oh, hold on, Ukraine, wait, what's going on in Iran? And while we're doing all those things, the communist, he's still laser focused on us. Headline, MAGA and Christian nationalism, bigger threat to America than Hamas could ever be. Remember something. The communist is coming. He's focused. He's not going to back off. He's going to keep lying about his plans. And the right is going to keep being apathetic until we wake them up. And we had better wake them up because this is dead serious.